Hi, thanks for checking out this video. I would like to just go over the mock comp process. I understand that for many of you, this is brand new. One of the things I want to show you is that for this class, the mock comp it's not important in the aspect of it will be on your final comp. So in the PhD journey, you have a lot of classes that lead up to your final comprehensive exam. Once you pass the final comprehensive exam, you'll start your dissertation process. So you'll notice going through all of your classes that we do things very intentional here at Regent University. The first thing that we do is that all of the mock comps are designed to prepare you for your final comp. Now, they're not necessarily giving you the exact questions that are on the final comp, but they are questions that can prepare you to succeed with your final comp. So I want to show you just what I mean by that. Okay, let's look at Regent University Comprehensive Exam. All right. If you look at this page, you'll see all the dates for the comprehensive exam. This isn't important right now at this stage, but what is important is what questions are on the exam and what classes those questions come from. So for LPHD 753, you'll notice that is not on the list. So maybe you ask, why are we doing mock comps in this class? The reason for doing mock comps in this class is to just get you in the habit of practicing. So what I want to do is actually let you know that the questions themselves, the content themselves, to me as your instructor, are not as important as the format and the flow and how to write a really good mock comp. So I want to go through this process with you. For your first comp, this is actually the question. Summarize the ethical principles in the APA Ethics Code concerning research with human participants. Now, typically, when you do mock comps in other classes, the idea is that you have read all of the material and studied, and you sit down in a quiet room without distractions, and you have blocked off 2 hours to open up the assignment, read the question, and then just have a total brain dump of all the information you can provide for that question. That's the way it should work. Now with this one, because this is one of your first comps, what I want to do is just show you the process to go through with this. So here's the question up front. Again, this won't be the case in other classes, but here's the question up front. Now, go out and do some research to figure out what are the APA ethics codes. Now, along with this is a fairly simple one. Again, we don't use Google all that often, but for this question, you could simply look up the APA ethics code. And in the APA ethics code, it will give you, well, this is the Wikipedia version, it will give you, here we go. Principle A, Principle B, C, D, and E. So there are 5 components to this answer. With your mock comp questions and your final comp, you'll notice we love lists. So this is a list of 5 items. Take these 5 items and simply regurgitate the information on your paper. Now, along with this, what I'd like for you to do is get used to writing an introduction. With the introduction, that's telling us you have read the question and in return, this is what you're answering. So basically, you're just restating the question. In this document, I will summarize the, in fact, we could just copy and paste this. Okay. I recommend using headings. The reason for using headings are twofold. One, it's helpful for you as the writer to see, okay, I have the introduction. It's also helpful for me as the professor to see, yes, they've done this. Now, along with this, again, we're going to list out each of the 5 items. So, helps if I spell it right. Along with so bear with me just a moment. Let's get this in here. Let's see here. I'm missing one. Integrity and justice. Okay. So here we have the list of 5 items. Now with the list of each of these 5, again, I recommend coming in and using your headings. So watch over here. You'll see that these items then pop up. For your comp exam, your mock comp exam, we're not too concerned with APA style. We just want to make sure that you can tell us the information, that you have the content knowledge. We also want to see that you can practically apply it. So there's 2 pieces to that. You need to know the information, so content knowledge, and also can you practically apply it. So as an example, let's see. When we look at integrity, we're looking at honesty. Let's see. The aspect of integrity includes honesty and using practices that are not construed as deceptive, let me spell this right. Okay. Deceptive, nope. Sorry about that. And let's see, dishonest, exploitative, or malicious. So we can say that's the content knowledge. Now, can we change this or add to it to show practical knowledge? So then we can say, as an example, and this could actually be a hypothetical situation, or if you happen to know of one from research, you could add that here. But as an example, a recent study involved twins. When twins were born, they were separated at birth and studied with a longitudinal experiment. Let me fix my spelling. So this is an actual case where twins were separated at birth, and unfortunately the twins didn't know anything about it. Here is the study right here. So a New York City psychiatrist used an adoption agency to separate twins. And so the family had already given the twins up. They had no knowledge that this would happen. They went to an adoption agency. They were separated intentionally. Neither child was told they had another sibling or that they had a twin. And then as years went on, this study continued, and these twins started to feel like something was missing. Many of them naturally just figured this out on their own and started to come into a relationship together. Unfortunately, some of them committed suicide. There was just a huge issue with this study. So it's called the Neubauer study, and this is a highly unethical study. So you could use this, let's see, as an example, a study involving twins, where twins were born, they were separated at birth and studied with a longitudinal experiment. The study is called the Neubauer study. Now, because I'm including a name here, consider that like bonus points, because now I not only know the content of this ethical principle, but I can apply it, and I've brought in a specific name. Now, if you can't remember the specific name, or maybe you're going to get it wrong, if you want to include a year there, that's awesome too. But again, if you're not giving correct information, it's better to just not give it. So with your comp exams, your mock comp exams, consider all of that as bonuses. If you can include names, include dates, awesome. If you're not sure, don't include it. So I hope this is starting to make sense. What we would do then is continue this process with all 5 of these principles. And then at the end, what I want you to do is do a conclusion. And then essentially summarize what you just did. In this document, I summarized again, we'll just copy this and paste it. And you may think, well, why am I doing that? It's obvious that I'm doing that. There's a couple of reasons for this. So again, we want our heading. Notice over here, we have the intro. We have all 5 items on our list. We have our conclusion. In the conclusion, we're basically saying, this is what I did. And this helps you as the writer to know I did what I said I was going to do. It helps you to know I didn't get off track. And this is one question specifically that some of my students get off track with. So I want you to use the conclusion piece to just reaffirm, yes, I stayed on track. You could visually go back through, make sure that you answer each and every single one of these headings with plenty of content. Remember, you're wanting to have actual answer the content question. What is it? What is integrity? And provide an example so you can show that you can not just state what the theory is or the concept is, but you can also practically apply it in real life. That's very, very helpful. So this is a great outline for your first comp exam. What I'd like for you to do is use this as you go through. I will grade your papers. I'll look at this and give you feedback. So hopefully that will help you with your next comp. And once you're finished, again, you can go through, you could make sure that you have the same font, the same size, the headings, if you want to keep them blue, I'm okay with that. If you want to change them to black, that's up to you. They'll be bolded, and then again, they're over here. So that just helps us to stay organized. This up here, you could either take off or leave. I'm completely okay with that as well. If you want to, you know, pretty it up, completely up to you. But this is your basic outline for your mock comp exam, your very first mock comp exam for LPHD 753. If you have questions, please let me know. And again, these questions on the mock comp, while they're important questions, they are not included on the final comp. And that is why in this class, I am giving you this first comp question to help you just figure out how do we write this and do a really good job writing the comp. Okay, have a great day.